That sucks.
Hello there and welcome everyone. I'm the coach, and this is a MUT draft game that's shaping up to be a good one.
Now the big leg of Matt Prater ready to get this one started. And we are underway here on EA Sports. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. First carry for DeAndre Swift. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big play there out of the running game. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now a carry for Swift. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 48 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. Now a give right side Swift. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
Here we go.
They did tell us they wanted to establish a ground game early, didn't they?
They did, and a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
Flacco's throw there, complete. Touchdown, Bengals. DeAndre Swift, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Bengals take it right down and score on the opening drive. Chase McLaughlin on for the extra point. And he's got it to make it 7-0 Bengals. A drive there of just 4 plays. And to cap it off, a touchdown run of 20 yards. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded right around the 8. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now a first down throw, Fields. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple. And he works free. There he goes left side. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line. How about this starting field position? 1st and goal from 2 yards out. Sanders, oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Partner, one thing I was lousy at growing up, track and field, I could never anticipate the start before a race, but how about that backer?
And he fires one that's intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And the Seahawks are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points no matter what. At worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Throw left side, caught by the tight end, Njoku. And this will be a gain of right around 3 from the 7 out to the 10-yard line. So 3rd and 2, and I count 6 defensive backs out there. Here's Fields. And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done.
As a rookie quarterback, that's exactly how you endear yourself to your teammates. Give it up for the cause. It's also how you end up on the training table, too.
Yeah, it's a catch-22. Coach doesn't like it. Teammates love it. Where do you fall on?
Well, I fall on wanting to endear yourself to your teammates, but pick your spots. Be smart about it. They need you for the full season.
Yeah, the rookie's going to learn as he goes. That catch good for only a couple. Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. Now it's Fields. And that is taken in by Njoku. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. A big play that time through the air. 38 yards. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Fields on 1st down. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
To throw again on 2nd down. Fields. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That one brought back a few nightmares because when the quarterback gets outside of the pocket, your job as a defensive back, make sure you stay as deep as the deepest receiver and not let anyone leak behind you for a big play. A nice job there having discipline and not letting them connect on that pass.
And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on 4th. They snap it to Fields. Touchdown! That's caught. David Njoku, 30 yards. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point good by Prater. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And the Seahawks capping it off with a touchdown. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? And the result here the same as the last play. Another tackle behind the line of scrimmage by the Seahawk defense.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
Setting up to throw, Flacco. He's going to find his tight end. That's Chris Herndon. He's at the 30. 10. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Chris Herndon, 71 yards. And the Bengals have taken the lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it's finished off with a Cincinnati touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. And out now come the Seahawks. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
Fields throw into the hands of McLaurin. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Now Fields. Connects here with the tight end, Blake Jarwin. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, Seahawks. David Njoku with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. Prater for the extra point. And we are tied here in the second quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Bengals drive about to get going. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop. No sense risking anything there on first down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who can make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
Over the middle, complete. It's Thompson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Flacco. Out right here to Herndon. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. His second catch, this one not quite as dynamic as his first, and it's second down.
Yeah, that one was covered pretty well because they were trying to leak the tight end out into the flat. I think they were hoping he could catch and turn upfield and pick up the first down.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down.
That was a nice throw out there to the flat, but they defended that pretty well. The hope is to go ahead and put it on him so he can turn and get upfield and gain additional yardage. There just wasn't anywhere to go on that play.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. On 4th down, Joseph Charlton on to punt. Saquon Barkley deep to return. It'll be a 41-yard punt. Give them 5 on the return. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. As they'll take over with just under a minute left to play until the break. Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Back to the air, Fields on second down. Being chased out left. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Throwing on third down, Fields. He's got a first down past the 30. And Fields going to have the first down before sliding to a halt to avoid the contact.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big time play.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. Fields now to throw. Oh, he'll try and throw it deep to the other side of the field. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion. Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. And this one is incomplete. So we've hit halftime all even. An abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. And able to get this out to the 25. The Seahawk offense set to go to begin this 3rd quarter. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Back to throw. Fields escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. David Njoku, 67 yards. And the Seahawks on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Extra point good by Prater. And the lead is now 21-14. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result had he opted for the touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Calais Campbell, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
Well, I think that time he just maybe held on to it a little too long, CD, because after a couple of seconds in this league, you know those defenders are coming.
And how many times do we talk about complementary football? And we usually talk about, does the offense help the defense? Does the defense help the offense? I think in this case, does the quarterback help out his offensive line? You only have a certain amount of time to get rid of the football. They can only do so much. On this play, he took them to the limits. If anyone ever has any doubt that tight ends are primary targets nowadays, just watch this play. He's back in the pocket, finds his guy, and they get a nice gain out of it.
Yeah, simple little completion out into the flat. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A terrific return. 30 yards all in all. And the Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field. On first down, it's Fields. Buying time to his left. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, Defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think...
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple. And the Bengals are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like. I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Flacco. Throw complete to Herndon. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. To pass, Flacco. Staying on his feet, but in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. Calais Campbell, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. He'll return it from the 6. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. 2nd and 10. Here's Fields. Now he'll turn and throw deep back to the other side of the field. He's got a man complete. It's a big play there for Seattle. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Fields steps away to his left. The tight end Jarwin with it out on the left side. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Alex Singleton charging hard from that linebacker spot, and he drops him for a loss of 11. After the sack on 1st down, Fields. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A breakdown defensively there as the scramble is going to set him up with a much more manageable 3rd down. To throw is Fields. Dancing to his left. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down. So 1st and goal. 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Back to throw. Fields forced out to his left. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
2nd down and goal. Fields. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Disastrous outcome there on 3rd and goal. They lose 9 yards on the sack. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They come up on an interesting decision here on 4th and goal. Touchdown! It's complete. Terry McLaurin, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. Solid response that time by a young quarterback. Last drive, interception. This drive, the touchdown pass.
I like how you described it, solid, because you don't get extra kudos for bouncing back if you're going to be a big-time quarterback. You're supposed to do that. But at the same time, when you're a rookie, that's not guaranteed, is it? Sometimes they hang their heads and they go in the tank a little bit. Not in this case. Bounced back, took his team downfield, and threw a touchdown pass.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Flacco set to lead this offense. Down by 2 touchdowns. 1:53 remaining. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down. Flacco's throw complete here to Herndon. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Open man there is Malone. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Now Flacco. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Counting down toward a minute to go in this football game. He's going to sling this deep downfield. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
And this throw incomplete. The defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Flacco. He gets this to Coulter complete. And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Boy, this crowd is on pins and needles now because anytime you see the ball heading for the end zone, you really hold your breath, and they come out of their seats. That one falls incomplete.
And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Flacco, a veteran in these situations, hurrying his guys up. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Logan Ryan.
And the Seahawks come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. So the victory here for Seattle, and it was their defense that really made the statement after the break.